My name is Commander Christopher Clow, and I'm the Commander of Weapons Engineering in HMS Ark Royal.
And can you explain to our viewers where we are right now?
Yes, of course. We're standing on the flight deck of HMS Ark Royal, the Royal Navy's fleet flagship, alongside here in Northumbria Quays in North Shields.
And what is the Ark Royal doing on the Tyne today?
Well, we've come into the Tyne for a long weekend, and we're mainly here to show ourselves off to the local people, and for the ship's company to have a chance to visit this area. We have, of course, got marvellous links with Newcastle and the Tyne area, because the ship was built here, and we're very proud of that heritage. So many people from the ship's company come from this area. They want to show off the ship to their friends and their family, and we always get fantastic support from the people of this area whenever we come here.
Yeah, I'm Commander Steve Pearson. I'm the XO of HMS Ark Royal.
And what happens here in the bridge?
This is where we obviously drive the ship from. We're sitting in the captain's seat at the moment. Arrayed around me are the things that help us drive the ship, position the ship. Off to my right is FlyCo, the air traffic tower, where we control all the aircraft which take off from the runway behind us. And behind you over there is where the steering wheel is for the young man who's driving the ship. 20-year-old will be driving the ship when we're out on the high seas.
I imagine there's a lot going on up here when you're in operation.
It varies. Straight passages at sea when we're sort of transiting between operating areas, maybe half a dozen people up here, rising to sort of a dozen, 18 or so when we're either refueling from a ship alongside us, conducting flying operations, or the full gambit of whatever activity we're on.
And can you tell us a bit about the operations of the Ark Royal? How many aircraft can you hold at any one time?
We carry a variety of aircraft, up to 20, depending on what aircraft that we're using. Currently, we just have the one Sea King on board at the moment. We're on a sort of a re-rolling of the ship. We've been a helicopter carrier for the last year, with every type of helicopter from Chinooks to Lynx, varieties of overseas and UK aircraft, to transfer Marines ashore. We're about to start transferring ourselves back to being a Harrier carrier, flying the Joint Force Harrier aircraft from the Naval Strike Wind. So that's why we've got less aircraft, because we're just changing roles at the moment, and we start our training for that through the rest of the year.
And what about crew? How many crew members does this ship hold?
The ship has a crew of around 600 to operate the ship, and then we can have up to another 650 depending on what role we're in with the squadrons or the Marines. So about 1,250. We have a capacity to convert part of the hangar into a big dormitory, really. And when the ship went to Iraq in 2003, about 200 Marines began the operations in the Al Khor Peninsula, started in that forward part of the hangar.
And can you give us an example of some crew jobs that people might not be aware that actually takes place on the ship?
I think the fascinating thing that people don't often see about the ship is a mobile community. Everything that you've got from your village through to your big city, we have on board the ship, ranging from, we've got the GP and a little medical facility, we've got a dentist, we've got a little shop, a little spa corner supermarket type thing, we've got a chapel, we've got teachers, the whole gambit of a society on board the ship, and all those engineering things that's about. I've got electricians and plumbers, and all those that look after sewerage, all that sort of thing, the whole gambit of a community. Anything that you can do in civilian street, you can do in the Navy.
And how did you get to be how did you become second in command? What kind of process did you have to go through to get here?
I've been in the Navy about 25 years. Initially I was an aviator, and then I've gone through the warfare line. I was a principal warfare officer, the person who runs the ops room. Then I was promoted. I commanded HMS Newcastle, so this is a special visit for me. And you have to have commanded another ship to have the role of XO on the ship. Very busy, lots of activity. And so we swap around. I swap roles with the captain on occasion. I'll be the captain of the ship, and he'll be looking after the task group that we operate in. So you have to have that qualification. It's about 25 years in, and it's a fantastic job to have.